whale in the deep, dumping at the peak. By the rumor, sell the news, make the news freak. Spoofing orders, walls on the screen. Pump the alt, then rug the dream. FOMO's the bait, panic's the hook. They're playing chess, we're reading the book. They flash the cash, we chase the spark, but in the end they own the dark. Whale games, dumping in the dark. Riding the wave, leaving their mark. Whale games, laugh at the draw. Noobs get raped, whales never stop. Life, yeah, right. Watch trade the volume, fake the green. Spoofing the biz, clean the mean. Stop loss hunt, sniping the low. While we hold, oh, they steal the show. They're the sharks with the fish in the tank. One wrong move and your portfolio sank. They flash the cash, we chase the spark, but in the end they own the dark. Whale games, dumping in the dark. Riding the wave, leaving them on. Whale games, laugh at the draw. Noobs get raped, whales never stop. They're the kings of the chain, we're the pawns in the game. But one day we'll flip it, call their name. Cheer, flip it. Whale games, dumping in the dark. Riding the waves, leaving them all.
We hours hit. We house creep. Chinese wells unload. Bitcoin tanks hard. All coins hit the roller. 1 to 4K holding, but the bleed won't stop. Q for hopes a ghost. Is this the top? Game slip away. Lost in the night. Frustrated soul. Exhausted from the fight. All coins feel damn, giving back every dime. Uncertainty grips, is it trap or end time?
Chase the dawn, but the dumps it low. All coins bleed, where the games go. Frustration builds, exhausted in the grind. Q4 dreams fade, leave us blind.
Watch the well, splash in the dark. Crypto's curse, tearing us apart.
Chase the dawn, is it trap or the end?
Hopes a whisper, but we better not break, yeah. Chinese markets open, dumps in the mist. All coins shatter, dreams dismissed. From me to the two peak, to the current low tide. Lost time echoes, opportunity died. Gains giving back, frustration runs deep. Disgusted hot, no time for sleep. We hours haunt, the cycle's cruel spin. Is this the trap, or where the bears win?
Chase the dawn, but the dumps it low. All coins bleed, where the gains go. Frustration builds, exhausted in the grind. Q4 dreams fade, leave us blind.
Watch the wheel, splash in the dark. Crypto's curves, tearing us apart.
Chase the dawn, is it trap or the end?
Hopes a whisper, but we better not break.
Hold the flame, Q4's golden dawn breaks white. Lambos roll through streets of victory, right? Crystal ocean shimmer parties blazing in the sun. Unicorns gallop free, well for everyone. Rainbows burst alive, hope's electric surge. Through the midnight dumps will emerge. Chase the dawn, but the dumps are low. All coins bleed, where the gains go. Ooh, yeah.
Yo, markets dipping hard, beat dropping like a flop. BTC sliding south, bears running the top. Fear and greed at 47, neutral but it bites. Alco's bleed red, well flexing their might. Swagger on max, even when the stacks lean. Crypto crash or poker clash, I'm chasing that green. Volatility's my vibe, riding peaks and pits. Bad beats in the deck, but I glow through the hits. Trap beat hitting heavy bass, shaking the floor. From the felt to the blockchain, I'm the boss of the core. Neutral bearish tension, but hopes in my veins. Stacking sats or chips, turn lost to gains.
I'm the rookie at the table, chips low, pulse racing. High stakes in the game, grinding for salvation. Liquidation slam like a river card shock, but I hold through the storm, flip, fade on the clock. No pros in my corner, just hustle and grit. Crypto's 24/7, no quitting the fit. September slump, hitting short, stacking my play, but Q4's my comeback, rising from the fray.
Swagger on max, even when the stacks lean. Crypto crash or poker clash, I'm chasing that green. Volatility's my vibe, riding peaks and pits. Bad beats in the deck, but I glow through the hits. Trap beat hitting heavy bass, shaking the floor. From the felt to the blockchain, I'm the boss of the core. Neutral bearish tension, but hopes in my veins. Stack them sats or chips, turn lost to gains. Tables tight, I'm bluffing with a shaky hand. Eyes on the prize, but the fold's in demand. Institution stack kids, raising blinds with ease. I'm the sweat-soaked newbie, reading markets tease. Crypto's relentless, no dealers, clock to save. Poker's face-to-face, smoke, digging my own grave.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the turkey.
Turn this grind to legend, light up the dark.
The turkey coming.
Crypto's wild frontier, no limits, just haze. Poker's got the
$24.99 a month on OnlyFans.
For those of you out there that hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you.
The morning's gray, the clocks are full. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
That's some good ass coffee. It tastes like ass though, but it's so delicious. Deliciously good ass coffee. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Late Night Crypto. Not Late Night Crypto. This is the impromptu daytime stream. The Crypto Lounge with the Road Dawg. We're taking a look at Bitcoin today. Today's Friday. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. 6 people hanging out at this 1:30 in the afternoon on Friday. An interesting day for Bitcoin. Last night and yesterday, we were doing the charts and we gave out some targets. We use fibs here on this channel a lot because they just make the world make more sense. These were the targets we were putting out last night whenever we were down here in the dumps. The first target area that we had was a 618 Fibonacci, which ironically, I think during our stream last night we actually came up and tapped that little. We tapped it just right there, and then of course pulled back. We pulled back. Oh man, did I forget you? Oh, how dare you? We pulled back to our 382 Fibonacci area right here and got a nice little bounce. And I don't know if you guys remember, but we were looking for some very specific targets for that. And then our next target was the 786 Fibonacci. And look, we went right up to it and then nailed it. Awesome. And then we pulled back. And this is what pivot points are supposed to do. This is what Fibonacci's are supposed to do. This is why we want to use Fibonacci in our trading system, because they are this damn accurate. And not only that, and then we had another little area over here, 89.9, right? You know, we got up here. Now this was looking kind of pitiful here. I was actually expecting a roll over here, and this was surprising. Look, Road Dawg, it went past your target. You suck. Well, I will say this. After it went past our target over here, it did come up and it found rejection just right under there. So may not be the perfect nailed it, but it served its purpose as a support resistance pivot line. And then, but you missed the tip. You know what? Maybe so. Okay, but we did pretty good, right? And besides, this was our other target over here. Almost nailed it. Okay, almost nailed it. This one came in at what were we? This was a higher target, I think on a different scale, but that was 89.5. We came up to 89.430 something. So $60 off from just nailing the perfect price point on this particular chart to look like a whatever. The fibs work, people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the whole purpose of this exercise. I posted this over to the trading group Bandy Wall because that's where this kind of nonsense goes. But it just shows that, man, the system we use here, it works. If it resonates with you, this might be the game changer you've been looking for. I'm just saying. I'm going to clear out all this stuff because, well, this stuff's already hit. It's old news now. We got to figure out what's happening now, right? So I extended this trend line from these bottoms here over to here where we are, and we haven't touched it yet. Now, I was in the short from over here. I took some profits from that and then added to my position because what I see happening here, this is on the 1 minute time frame, by the way. This is the Degen time frame. It's the Degen time frame. But they run us up on a Friday in the morning, and of course you've got your gurus out here with flags to the upside calling for 94 and all the crazy targets here on a. Bear in mind, we are going into the weekend. When has that ever worked? Okay, I just want to make this. I just want to make this observation. When in the past has a flag to the upside with some much bigger target ever worked, especially on a downward trend on a Friday? Well, no surprise that it didn't work, but I did hear some crazy things. I'm not here to bitch, but here's some silliness that I do see in this market, right? From some of the pattern traders. Now, I have to call this out because if I don't, then there's lots of misinformation that gets regurgitated among all the new trading groups that open up over this next year, and they just take information that they get on YouTube and regurgitate it, and then is it accurate or not? There's a thought out here where you can just draw your pattern and then you just discount whatever happened outside of it. Just stick with the pattern. Just play it like that, and it'll be, well, no, and of course, look what you got from that idea. It lost the trend line. All this price action was trying to tell you something. That little high over here that it got, that was important. That was it trying to tell you you're in a rising channel, which is bearish, and it will probably break to the downside because they usually do, especially after we got how many touches on the bottom trend line? One touch there, 2, 3, 4 touches on that bottom trend line. The 3 humps in the dump are kind of pattern, 1, 2, 3, and then we work on a dump. That kind of had something to say there, even on this tiny 1 minute time frame. So that's just some things that I throw out. It's contrary to some of the things that I see that kind of presented out here, in my opinion, a little sloppy on those ideas, but hey, they probably make sense to that person, and sometimes they might work. But this is a case where that idea clearly didn't, and you missed what the charts were telling you. When you got an opening, broadening, expanding pattern, or even just a rising channel, those are bearish in nature, just like this one we got right here. The only difference on this one is we got one touch, and we haven't got the second touch yet, and definitely haven't got a third touch. So what I'm wondering is, with this extended trend line here, since we started from the bottom, if we might get a nice little bounce over here, somewhere at 86.8, 86.6. So that's what I'm looking at. Over on our bit, where I decimated a $100 account that we had over here, we're chugging back. This thing got down to $40, and it will flip flop again. It'll go up and down until we get it under control over here. But we're at what, $56 now from 102 to. Well, it fluctuated so much. So I got to take responsibility for me being stupid and being, Here's the beautiful thing about this point in the market, and well, even if you're new to the game or you're just trying to venture out into perpetual futures, because that's the hot thing. That's all anybody wants to talk about, is trying to scalp trade perpetual futures when you come on YouTube and everything. There's a lot more you can do than scalp. You can swing trade them. You can do lots of things with this, but the general rule is that if you're not profitable on spot trading, you don't need to be messing with leverage. But if you're in that transition phase, what I recommend is, don't worry about setting up a $5,000 account, a $10,000 account, or anything that mimics whatever you might see the gurus over here, because they just add money over there. When that account goes down for whatever reason, They add money to it. They just don't show you that. I'm just being honest with you. But $100 account, whatever exchange you choose. Now I offer, I've just partnered over here with, or affiliated over here with Arbit, and there is a link in the description, which would benefit the channel somehow, some way. They say I've never really seen much come from those things, but I would appreciate it. It could help support the channel if you wanted to do that. If not, that's fine. But the point is, a small account, $100 account. You know why your gurus, you ever see them? Because we do it all the time. I've done it several times too. Do you know why we don't use a small account? Because it's hard AF to grow. It's hard to do it and show you real results here on a small account. It takes a lot of skill and a lot more of your attention on these smaller accounts. But you can do it. And once you can do this, and I fully believe, once you can flip $100 account, double it, take one and double it 3 times, right? Take $100 accounts and double it 3 times. That's a pretty good test of your skill level, that you got your risk management strategies in line. This one has revealed to me that I've been a little sloppy. I get a little sloppy on my risk management when I get kind of comfortable, and then I kind of degen in and I want to take a lot of altcoin trades. That's what this has revealed to me, and it's dead straight. It's true, because I do that a lot. It's just kind of shown me how this kind of hurting me, right? That's the benefit of using scaling down on some of these things. You don't have to have a big ass account. You don't have to put a lot of money in this market. A lot of people coming in are just feeling it out. They don't have the skills yet. So little by little, right? Don't jump in with a big amount of money. I don't care what your gurus are trying to tell you over here. I would, I started out, when I first got into crypto over 10 years ago, I was putting in $100 at a time. I wasn't sitting here throwing, my whole paycheck or a month's savings or, my life savings into crypto. We're just trying to figure out, is this actually going to turn into something? Is there something to this? And it's, from your losses early on, you don't want to be in all the way, right? So I am a big fan of small accounts, like $100 accounts. You might be able to do something on demo. It does offer that, but you don't trade the same. I'm just being honest. I've got a TradingView demo account over here on TradingView. Everybody can do that. It's a paper trading account, and it's up awesome. I'm a total millionaire. I'm even down to like $1.5 million on one trade, right? But I'm down $1.5 million on one trade because it's not real money. And you don't treat it like real money. So you do things outside of the norm that you would do if you actually had your own personal funds tied to it. So even just a little bit of money, $50, $100, that ties you to it. That gets that emotional connection that you've got to work on working with here. All right, so I had a little long setup over here on Bitcoin. I guess it already got stopped out. Man, Bitcoin, I was really hoping. So I'm looking for this trend line to hold. If it doesn't, then I will take a short from here. Closed out my short from over in these areas here. We lost this guy here. Like, well, that's a great place to start getting in. It's a Friday. Our moving averages here, even on the 1 minute, are starting to roll over, right? Now, I don't recommend that you tell the future or predict a price action from the 1 minute. We just watch how it's playing out, how it's executing. The 1 minute is good for helping you execute some minutia thing. It's taking the surgical lenses and the glasses and all that stuff and zooming in with your little scalpel precision. But your bigger plan is, you're stepping out and you're going to the bigger charts, because that's where your answers are always going to be. That is the zooming out is how we got these targets. These targets that we hit is a simple strategy. Swing high to swing low. And this one, I was really focusing for these two areas here, but I wanted to take advantage of all the little goodness in between. And that's how our fib strategies work. So rather than trying to guesstimate and figure out, and I don't know, some measure moves are pretty accurate if you're accurate with your measure move. That meaning if you got a system where you're actually doing some, you're not taking it and then doing some crazy stuff and moving it to wherever the hell you want to and being flippant with your measure moves and things like that. You can get somewhere out of measure moves, but I found that the Fibonacci's are just they're mystical. They're magical. It's God's math. I don't know. It's prevalent everywhere. And and I like it. Folks, we're gonna zoom out. We've been on the 1 minute. Now let's zoom out a little bit. Let me change. I'm afraid. Let me go ahead and take these numbers off. My chart will get to. Okay, so there's our almost nailed it at that target. We came within $60 of getting it. All right, so this is our major trend line that we were looking at and the one that was making me nervous, and we did pull off, so far anyway, a possible bear trap idea. I would say it's a confirmed bear trap at this point. My only concern is, you know, we didn't take out this high. We're still under it. So technically, as we go into this weekend, my warning would be, if we made a lower high, we can still make a lower low. And my next levels, if we do go lower, would be 80, right at 83. So if the market makers are out here and they're playing games like they usually do with us on the weekend, it gets stale through Saturday or whatever, Sunday, they switch it up a little bit, but usually somewhere between here, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, they make a move, right? And they get everybody on board. Now, it's either a move that makes people chase. They're like, oh my God, Bitcoin pumping this weekend. This is going to happen. We're going to the moon. And, you know, start chasing and all, you know, or they do the other thing and they just scare the hell out of you and make you start selling on that Sunday night at 3 a.m. You're, oh my God, I can't take it anymore. Oh, I'm just going out. I'm saving my ass. I'm going to save my capital. I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm going to conserve my capital. This is the line. This is it. Call it a stop loss or whatever. I'm done. All right. You motherfucker. You pumped it up right after I sold. How dare you? I gotta go chase now. Dang it. Stop going up. So and that's exactly what our emotions can feel like when this is going on, or even more dramatic. Hell, I don't know. They can get out there and wreak havoc on us and make us do stupid things. They feel, and the weird thing is the emotions and the stress from it all make you feel like you got this voice in your head that sounds logical. Okay, I've heard other people say that. I've read in the books that, you know, preserve your capital, don't lose money. And you're like, well, I'm already lost money and I don't want to lose no more. And they gotcha. The only thing that we can control in this game, and this is the hardest thing to control, especially if you got Degen mindset, like us in crypto, that like these altcoins a little bit more than we should, right? And that is controlling your loss. That's the only thing that you can control. You control your entry and your exit most of the time. You should be able to. Exits, depending on what you're using, you know, sometimes the exchange might take care of that in the form of a liquidation or something like that. But you can control at least, you know, your stop losses. And sometimes we forget. I forgot recently and got my ass handed to me on the small account. That's where we went from 116 down to the wee 40s. It didn't make me feel good, setting a good example for you guys. That's why I'm supposed to be doing that, so we can, and to help me, you know, you can actually see the process of me kind of figuring out where I've got problems too. Laying it out there, $100 account will do that for you. I'm just telling you. You can learn more from trading a $100 account than you can with a $99 a month group membership. I'm just being honest with you. As long as you got some good, you know, and you need some good training, I'd say just hang out here at the channel. I show you all my techniques, and in the membership group of YouTube, with the $3 a month section, that you can just stay for 1 month and go watch all the videos there and say, hey, I'm done. Cheapest education you can get. Breaks down everything that I do except the most recent harmonic stuff that I've been employing. But all my system, moving averages, Fibonacci, and all that, it's got a good overview of that. It's called Chart School Series. Over in there's private membership area. And then, now I'm revamping our trading group, because we do have a trading group, but it's always been free for the last 3 years, or almost 4 years that I think 3 years. 4 years? Ah, gosh darn it. I can't remember how long I've been here now. It's been a while. But there are two groups over here. One of them is totally free, and I think the links to both of them are in the description below, but the lounge has got a cool bot. Oh, look, we got some stuff going on over here. And look, oh, cool. Brackett's been using it. He did it, and look, it's an AI bot over here that will analyze charts for you. It does a lot of stuff over here. This is the free section, right? And then we got the chart room section. And now I just put this one recently And I'm trying to go through and reorganize and trying to sort this out. But this is more the educational part. That's what it started out to be, educational, right? So if you're new and you're looking for, some ideas and you're trying to look for a strategy and you're tired of playing flags to the upside at the very tops, or being told to wait to see if a flag at the top and it didn't, so you missed your move to the downs. You got all kinds of strategies out there, some a little bit better than others. Some of these paid groups, I know the people in them. They were in groups that I were in, and I know where they were trained from, these groups, and there was some stuff lacking in some of the groups that we came from, okay, and some misinformation regurgitated. I'm just saying, I think I can, if you're trying to learn this game, I think I can help you find more insight a lot quicker than you can find other places. So there is a requirement for 10 million road coin, which is basically about $50 worth of road coin that you can get over pump.fun. We just did this recently and things have slowed up, but for this area, it was set up to be designed for people trying to learn and just a good community and everything. And I've got so many resources over here. But what I wanted to do is to get over to the classroom area here. And we see we even got Chart School video section over here too. So there's links to the videos and everything over there, or I think they might just be posted and available. But I've got we had trade setups, and there will be more of these, especially come across altcoin things. Eventually, I'm going to start doing some daily updates and things like that as I get more feedback, more activity over here. It makes it worth my while to do daily posts and interactions and post charts. So I've got to see some activity over here. But the biggest thing is the classroom and all the resources we got over here. Learning. If you're trying to learn, I think this is a good place. And this section here is specifically for you to come and ask me questions or whatever. If you're looking for some mentorship, you say you're new, intermediate in this game, and you're just looking for some direction, that's what this area is for. If you want to do it, that's fine. If not, hey man, that's cool. The beauty of it is that whenever you want to leave, you just sell your road tokens. There's no subscription fees. There's no $99 a month. There's just hold this token. You have access. When you don't want access anymore, you go sell your token, and you might have made money on it. That's what I'm trying to do different with the paid trading group scene. I'm trying to take it in a different direction. We'll see how it goes. It's an experiment. Meanwhile, that's all my shields for stuff, I guess. 14 people hanging out. Thank you for being here. Let us come over and just say hello to everybody before time gets away from me. 28 minutes into the show here. Postmodern Oddities is first tonight, or today. Shout out to you, my man. We also got Silver Days in the house. Silver Days. Well, some good ass coffee. You know it. Good and ass at the same time. Dave P's in the house. I don't know if you're still here, Dave, but shout out to you, Dave. Brackett's Adventure was his first again. Shout out to Brackett. He's got a hack for becoming first. I haven't quite figured it out, but he's hacked the system somehow. Oh man, we got a lot of stuff to go over here. What else? Now that I'm catching up with the chat. Postmodern Oddities is 50As, Hot Chicks, and Cooter. Yes, that's pretty much our and Lambos. That's our show in a nutshell there. Glasshopper says, good ass Bloody Marys. There you go. Are we drinking? Just coffee right now. It's still early in the morning. I've got a full day ahead of me here. She says she likes guys with small accounts, but maybe she was lying. 1984 Zeb, how's it going? So good to see you, my friend. 1 million, that's like 4 Lambos. Small banks and lenders. Justin Makazek says, what large U.S. corporation will crypto put out of business first? And I guess maybe that was the answer, small banks and lenders. Maybe cash and loan and payday loan companies. Ooh. Yeah, something like that, unless they move to crypto lending. SoFi just launched stablecoins, says Postmodern Oddities. Justin says, what about the big consultant firms like, I think it's HBSC? If everything is validated and backtested, the blockchain and historical data could nuke consulting. Yeah, there's a lot of those things that are in danger. That's why they've been fighting tooth and nail not to let this stuff take off for the past 8 years. That's why they said, screw you guys. We're more important than you. I'll dump your ass, make you regret ever being in crypto. We'll short it down and go against it and make all the regulation, all the lobbies against it. We will get our star champion, Elizabeth Warren, which you haven't heard much from lately, have you? Haven't heard much from lately. I haven't. But Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler, all that stuff going on. It was dirty, nasty, and just wrong. Circle is going to be a monster. JPM working with them. Yeah, but I can tell you who's going to benefit the most, Circle and JPM. Dougie Style, I watched several of your instructional videos last weekend. I found them pretty informative. I was surprised to find out you're really not the face of a turd. I know. It's handsome, though. It's much handsome face. Much more comical for some of the stuff we do. Yeah, I started out as an old-looking dude, and then I graduated to a zombies voodoo doll with glowing eyeballs. That freaked people out sometimes. Some people thought it was really cool. We had the goth vibe, Rocky Horror Picture Show vibe going here. Still do a little bit. And, well, shoot, I can show you exactly what I used to look like without actually... Because we did do a parody song. Which one was it? No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, hold your ears because this definitely is not AI music. We'll see if we can turn it down a little bit here. Yeah, check out what I used to look like. I'm the one in the, well, I'm both of them, but mostly the one in the blue. That's a good ass coffee. My goodness, we got too much good ass coffee going on around here. Anyway, oh, it was from some of the earlier days there. We were trying to be cute. SoFi's been looking good too, says Justin Makachek. PMO says cannabis stocks should go off. I saw some which are down after the news, but that's usual. Yeah, they're doing some crazy. I hope they straighten that out. Democrats hate crypto, and I think Democrats hate most everything, is what I'm seeing. I don't know. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not even a Republican. I'm just kind of, I guess I'm libertarian or something. I don't know. I think we don't need government in our business for every damn thing. I mean, I was watching people last night, you know, you got this homeless crisis in the country here in the U.S. I mean, a lot of people living in tents and stuff like that, but a lot of it's due to the government. I mean, for people that want to have a piece of land and they want to take something and build a building over there. Some people take the tiny house thing, taking sheds, putting them in the houses, and you could do that. But the government has got so many restrictions just so because they won't be able to tax it. So we're getting all this taxation, and then it puts out these rules for government, and then it limits your freedom. I don't like taxation. Our country never liked taxation either. That's one of the reasons why this country was founded. We were fucking the excessive taxation without representation. You ever feel that way? Like Congress just doesn't listen to the people? I mean, they're doing better. But can you remember any time in the past, I don't know, 6 to 8 years where it just seemed like Congress just didn't listen to the people? They just did their own damn thing, such as like plowing through crypto, calling every damn thing a security, not trying to help our country grow, just doing all the damn wrong thing. I don't know. Schedule 3 is a trap. I feel that way too. Every dispensary will be violating the federal law by distributing cannabis without a license. Subscribe. So there might be something else going on, but yeah, that's going to be kind of tricky for at least the recreational part of it, which, you know, the simplest thing that they could have done way back in the day is just not criminalize it first, or if they were going to make regulation, just let people grow it themselves. and be really strict on that. You can only grow 6 plants per household. That you can't, if you get caught selling, if you get caught that, I mean, that would have been one thing. It may not have been the best, but it would have been the most natural. So there's no industry coming up, and it's just something, like if you want to grow your own chives at home, grow your own little herb garden at home, you don't have to go out and get permission or anything else and do all this other stuff. You just grow your little plant, you use it, and that's it. There's no underground chive industry that I'm aware of. But when you make it hard to get chives, I think that there would be a black market chive industry or a black market oregano industry. If you made it where you couldn't grow it yourself and you made it hard to get and get from various sources, I think that oregano would start going black market. I don't know. Chives! Producers and suppliers are going to scream GOP is stupid for making this an issue this year. That came in on that damn bill to keep the damn government open, and there's no reason for it to be in there. And you had Rand Paul on the positive side, and you had that little lizard dude also from Kentucky, Mr. I think he's a Republican too, but Mr. I'm in with the booze section or whatever. They're looking out for big alcohol, in my personal opinion there. That little dude that freezes when Mitch McConnell, yeah, that little turkey needs to get the hell out of there. It was all because of him. It shouldn't even have been in there. They should not let stuff slip into these things, especially something, a CRF to keep the government open, and you're going to slip in all these little things in there just so we can. No, that should be illegal. They should not be allowed to do that at all. And it threw a monkey wrench in everything, right? Now we're being held up on this little debate on the floor between, marijuana, which shouldn't even be part of the issue. Manipulation. Regulated markets for safety, home grow, decriminalize, is the way to go. I agree. Now I'm not anti. It's you might know. I'm not anti-weed. It's probably the strongest if you've ever first started out, but if you've been using it for a while, you're just like, sometimes you're like, oh, I forgot that I had some. That's how weak it feels. After you get used to it, it's like, is not the all in the. There was a day when I'd close my eyes and I would see cartoons and I was like, yes, I can watch a Sid and Marty Krofft production behind my eyes. This is awesome. And that never happens anymore. That's when it was so cool to me. And now these days I'm like, oh, I think I feel a little relaxed. Oh, well, that's a little tingling. That's cool. All right. Well, cool. Now, I'm thinking a little freer, and that's about all as it gets. You give me a shot of whiskey, and in about 5 minutes, you're going to see me more intoxicated off of that than you will me smoking all day long if I chose to, because at some point it doesn't affect you. There's a cutoff area. So it's not the dangerous gateway drug that they've been telling us for the past 50, 60, 100 years, in my personal opinion. It's very limited. It reminds me of, like, there was this herb called valerian root, right? And it's still out there. It smells like stinky feet. But the first time you take it, it's very calm and relaxing. It feels like you took like a 10 milligram Valium. If you've never taken a 10 milligram Valium and you took one, well, that's kind of what your first little pill on a valerian feels like. But your second time that you take it, it's like, well, now that only feels like a 1 or 2 milligram. Third time you take it is like, well, where the hell did the effect go? I don't feel nothing. So you build up tolerance to some of these things, and it's kind of like they have a built-in safety feature. They won't let you misuse them. You can't. That's why you can't overdose on it, because it just. And then you find out after science that we have a whole endocannabinoid system. We got a whole system in our body that reacts to this. This sounds like this was created by God for us. It sounds like it's medicine's been held for us, and I think it is. Alcohol is toxic, a literal poison. Yes, I've had alcohol poisoning before. Because those drinks, they taste so good, but you don't know how much alcohol you're getting, then your face gets splotchy, and then you start saying stupid stuff and running around with your clothes off and then throwing up and pooping. Cannabis is a superfood. Well, apparently we're doing a marijuana stream today as we watch Bitcoin struggle here in the 6-minute time frame, finding some support. Here we are on the 6-minute. What I like about this is that our moving averages are in good order, and we found some support here on all of them so far. I've got a little trade idea going up. It's not not a very big one. You do have it. No, I guess I don't. Did you get stopped out? We were in a long there. Did I? I think I got stopped out. Well, that means I can get back in if I want. But I'm seeing some bearish crosses here. What we got going on? So we got a trend line. There's a deviation from there that could be bullish. Draw trend lines and we go like that. And it could be curving up. This could be bullish. Might be. These look good. Like we can come back up toward this area. 80s. I can see us. I still think we can get back up there. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to come down to the 1 minute and see if I can get an entry over here. We're in a sideways channel here. Now, it might be making a bottom pattern, some kind of triple bottom, or a lot of people automatically assume it's always going to be a head and shoulders. We see some bullish crosses here. I'm actually going to take a long here. I was in one, but it got stopped out. And it's basically this trade that we got right there. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put like, let's see, I've got what, 20x? What is this? I put $50 trade. It's $2 trade. I got to get used to that, how I got this set up. Put another... Start me out with a smaller trade here. So I threw in about $4. I want to throw in a little more. Get my stop loss. We'll start out with, well, no, that's probably why I got stopped out on the last trade. Oh, that's exactly why you got stopped out. Let's go below them. And that was at 86,891, so 86.8. I'm not going to lie, it's probably going to go a little bit over my risk management, but I'm going to move my stop loss and the profit. I need to dial down this this leverage. I got 21x on the over here, and it's just it's too much because it's affecting my stop losses, so I'm not getting my risk to reward. And that, remember, we talked about that's the thing we got to watch the most to control the risk to reward. So 86 right now, or 86, was it 800? Oh, that's within it. That's within, close enough. 80 stops me out at 86,800. I lose 81 cents. Okay, that's acceptable. Okay, so we're cool. We're cool on that. That's actually a little, oh, you would actually move you up, but if it's just 81 cents for that, I'm cool to let it there. So let's make this a little bit more accurate. My stop loss is down here, so my risk to reward ratio has been hit because I just did that move. And now it's a 1.5, which is not the most acceptable. I mean, it's okay. It's not horrible. I mean, how many times do you see some morning guru do a trade setup like this, and they got their target, you know, a beautiful 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, but as soon as it gets just right over here and gets a red candle, they're out. I'm out. I took my 3%. I can see, I want to go for this area right here. So yeah, not quite a 2-to-1 with the stop loss way down there. So I can improve that by moving. Look, we move our stop loss up. Now we got a better risk to reward ratio. Okay. So I'll move my stop loss up there just to do that. Now we got a 2-to-1. Oh, now it's okay. Just means if it takes out this low, then my trade is probably over. It's just how this works. Smoke and mirrors. See if we can get up here. But what I'm seeing on Bitcoin, like we saw this on the smaller time frames, we do have a rollover of these guys. And usually when you get your rollover on these guys, you do have some down action here, right? We might be coming back down to these areas, 85 or even 83. So we got to keep that in mind in case this trend line area here doesn't hold. But it hasn't touched this one, right? And I want to make this red. As long as we hold the red line, we're good. It's deviating. Looks like it's got might have a little surprise this weekend. But still, overall, it looks like they're just going to range out on us and do some stuff. Let's take a bigger look at Bitcoin, and let's go to the daily. This is kind of where our plans are made. Bigger ideas are shared and all this. And this is what I like about Bitcoin. I think we went over this earlier, but this is our main trend line. It's what we've been watching all damn week. It's what Bitcoin's been going in and out of and trying to scare us. And of course, if it does lose this trend line, it is not good. Here on the daily, we're still at the Lucy line, the 600 moving average, and we are above it. Maybe we got on our good side. Maybe. We still got some things to fight through. And I don't know what this line is. I'm going to take that off. I want to take this line off too. I think that's they look kind of useless on the daily, right? 9 under the 21, so we got some work to do, right? We got to reclaim that 9 moving average. That's at 88, and we said it last night. Until we kind of get past 89,000 on Bitcoin, we're in an iffy area where they can push us lower a lot easier. Getting to 89 and holding it we need to do that. So if we had any goal to do this weekend, any accomplishment that would be, signs that maybe we got some more up to 100,000 or above, maybe we got to get above 89 and hold it, stop bouncing through here, and we haven't done that quite yet. But we are making structure where it could be happening. Look at all these nice wicks here. That's all buy pressure on the bottoms here, right? And then sell pressure here from people that are capitulating and don't trust it, right? But imperative that we hold this, and honestly, if we lose these 2 target here, they're just stops on much bigger places down if that trend line's lost. I mean, there's no other way to look at it. That's our main trend line from back at 30,000. Losing that, I mean, it tells you that you could have a measured move, and we can go into a slow burn bear market. That's what we don't want right now, and that's what's legitimately on the table. And then we start looking at 40,000, whether we ever get there or not. But we're at the make or break moment, and that's perfect for the weekend. But at least they gave us a bounce, and I like this formation over here. So there is some hopium. I know bear market and 4-year cycle and all that. We've ticked those boxes. We're below the 50 weekly and all that, and technically need to reclaim that. But here on this main trend line, we got a nice little W forming, a nice little scout W forming there, and that can get us back up. And the area that we're looking at right here, 100,000. If we take a measure move from that, if we can just confirm this, right? I'll take a more conservative one, just down to this bottom there. And we apply that at the breakout, that gets us up here about 104, right? So there's a story to be told, or a scenario to be told, that we bounce at a bottom here, and we got more action, and this leans more to the 2026 bullish scenario, right? And that's what a lot of us are. It's a mixed bag. I think it can happen, but will it happen? Well, I don't know. And the more she comes down and tests this trend line, the more I start feeling it. Like, oh my God, it's happening now. We're going to 78,000. It's over. And we start feeling the fear and making stupid decisions. We don't need to do that. This cloud, I'm seeing some good signs over here that look that we can at least get a little bit of rally. I don't know about all-time highs. Cross our fingers. I hope that would be awesome. That would help make up for some of the screw overs that we got this year in Bitcoin and in altcoins. More in altcoins. But I'm seeing potential here for a bottom. Higher lows, it looks good. I like it. Me targets are pretty simple, is using our Fibonacci, and we're just going to identify a few areas, a 236 area to tell us, where's the sweet accumulation zone, because technically if this is our bottom area here, accumulating below 91.3 would be the smart move. We can even dial it in from this high down there even more. But right now I'm trying to look for just some of our good targets to go with. And 98, right at 98,000 is coming up with our 382 Fibonacci right there. This is on the daily time frame, so this is something we can shoot for over the weekend, right? As being one of our first targets. And maybe if we get lucky, if things continue and we go into a bullish week next week, we can start looking for 108 and even 103 to be hit. And even the moving averages are coming up there with that. Now, do notice this here on the daily, the moving averages, the strength of the moving averages, because they've been like this, well, ever since we were down here. 800, 600, 300, 200. See that order that they're in and how we just kind of bounce off certain ones? Now, we finally lost this purple one to 360, but we came down to the red one, which is Miss Lucy, the old devil girl. And we've seen on smaller time frames that, well, that's a good place to bounce. Now, even though it can't come down here to the 800, we could. That would suck. That's losing trend line. Don't like that. Have to look for a bear trap idea, and it would not be fun, and it would be a crappy time. But respecting this area, we can reclaim these areas, right? And come back to the 200 daily moving average, which is sitting at $107,000. That 200 daily moving average, which we routinely go back and test, because that's the nature of the moving average thing, right? 200 is our baseline. It's our neutral area. It's basically our zero line. We're bullish if we're above it, and we're bearish if we're below it, in whatever time frame. That's just the general rule for it. Some people, whole trading groups are based off of that one simple thing, man. That's 22% down from there. And for us to get back up there would be a 29% gain. It's pretty impressive. Meanwhile, Bitcoin struggles, and then altcoins. Oh, look, we got Santa hats. Oh, how cute. 11 people hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.
For those of you that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
So Bitcoin Cash is still in the show. Now, it looks like we got a little bit more, feeling more comfortable. We're getting people to chase on Friday these altcoins. Has that ever worked out pretty good? Oh my gosh, look at that. 5%. We're making back the gains that we lost there. Altcoins are looking kind of horny right now. Let's go over to indices and see what we got on Total 3 market cap. So this is Total 3. This is our bigger ass trend line that we kind of drew last night. This is on the daily, and looks like we just got a little bounce up right there. We got all that action, 3, 4, 5% just from this move down here, but we still not touched the bottom trend line. We don't know if it will, but you could still be on a slow burn down, right? I'm just saying. She ain't got no breakouts or anything. She might. It's more like a 70% chance to break out. Well, for this one, more like a 64% chance. It's just a straight channel. Best I remember, 64% chance to break to the upside. So, I don't know. It's weekend. I don't trust the weekend action over here. But some of the things that are looking good is that even though Bitcoin dominance made a higher high, shame on you. That was nasty. You shouldn't have done it. At resistance. That she could be making a higher low, so we got it coming down. Now that helps our altcoins boost, but as soon as we find support over here with a higher low and start working way up, altcoins go into the red again. That's just what happens. So let's take a look at what's winning over here today, if you guys don't mind. We'll update our gainers and losers on the top 300. And you see that Chili's, oh my God, are you still a thing? You're at 3 cents. I remember when you were 19 cents and that was down. I remember getting 60 cents, 30 cents, all kinds of senses. At 3 cents, that's uncalled for. Zcash, you're at 442. People thought Zcash was just going to go away, huh? You thought Bitcoin Cash was just going to go away. Bitcoin Casio. Look at you. You are not one. Oh! Sorry. Oh, pasties! We were looking at the brazier pattern over here, and we got targets at 690, 872, and even $1,085 for this. She's got a breakout, and looks like a nice. That's a more solid retest here. She broke back in the pattern here, but that was the nice little retest. Wow, there might be a little breakout trade to take over here on this little guy. A little high to get in, a little risky to get in. 690 makes me want to FOMO in, but I've kind of missed the bulk of the move there. Nice curve. We're on the 5-minute time frame here. Nice curve. Nice parabola, if you will. You trying to do something? You make me want to FOMO in, even just take a little bit. Well, don't do it. Don't do it, Road Dawg. So if we're looking for an entry, I mean, your only thing is to buy a high, sell a higher, buy the breakout level. If you're looking at that, you got an entry, but just know that what usually happens a lot of times is that, well, you're coming up to probably just right where we are. You ever get in these situations where, oh man, we got the breakout, we're gonna go in, and then it comes down. Well, you hit your 113 or 127, you get your higher high area, and then you come back down. Yeah, that crap happens a lot. That's why it's my least favorite technique to use, but some people make a whole system out of it, and that's fine. It's just, it limits, it's too conservative for me. It's my least favorite. I will take them because I've ran out of all my other options, such as buying breakouts and buying higher lows and things like that. First things I always look for, the higher low, breaking out of resistance, retest, and even right here getting above that level was kind of the same play you got here, but at least it had some traction. And buying the retest here, the least smart thing would just be FOMO in now and go for it, which is what my little Degens is trying to talk me into doing right now. So there are plenty of opportunities to get in. Even if you zoom out a little bit with trend lines there, you'd have this guy, right? And that's another reason to buy here when it came back and retested there. You're moving up! Oh my God! You're going crazy. Should we jump in with like a little small $2 one? That's chasing! Do we want to chase? I feel like I want to chase with a very small one. I feel like I want to take a very small chase over here. As degen as that is. I'm working on a short too. It's a very small short, but I will be building a short up on Bitcoin because, well, remember the ribbons are flipping bearish. We got a small, that's a small ass trade on Bitcoin. That's not very much at all right there. But anyway, do we want to look at Bitcoin Cashy? Is it worth it? I don't even know if it's worth it. That's chasing. I don't want to chase. That'd be bad. But you got an idea that, you got this channel here, and you got a measure move, and it does suggest that coming up to 690 might be happening. I've got to play on this somewhere else in my spot margin. I'm just going to satisfy myself there and just kind of not let myself get crazy over here. It's these ideas that usually lead to me getting into too many positions, even though there might be small positions, and too many go against me, right? That's what the small $100 account has been revealing to me. You need to chill out, Road Dawg. Besides, it's a rising wedge. She's a rising wedge that broke up to the upside. Son, this looks like she wanted to go parabolic. All right, I'm taking a small trade on this. I'm going to take a very small one. Let's see what we got. We don't want 20x, so we got to change that right off the bat. I'm going to come down to a little bit more conservative. I'm going to go with 5x. And I'm going to start. So we're looking at, let's try $50, which should be about $5, right? Or no. Oh no, no, I don't want $10. We'll go with a $25. I only want to put $5 of my money in here. All right, so I want a small one. I don't want something that's going to go crazy against me because we've already got control of risk, and this is a 50-minute time frame. I'm going to go right here at 614. Well, right beneath these tops, 612 is this top area right here. 9 moving average. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our stop loss. Oh, what was that? Oh, we're up 1.13%. We're amazing. We'll go 610. That gives me 41 cents. Okay. So if I get stopped out for 41 cents, that's acceptable. That's very acceptable for my, it's actually less than 1% of my thing. So I'm cool with that. Some people might be down here to 6. I could, but what I'm looking for, if we lose the lose this trend line, then my idea, I could actually take it up there and get it tighter and tighter and tighter, but I'll leave it where it's at. Now, 690 was our take profit, so I'm going to put that in here. And that would give me a whopping $2.78 if we hit that target. So that's our play there. And I do like the curve there. I think we can go up there. Sounds crazy. Can't imagine it doing it this weekend, but it says it could try it, so I'm going to go for it. But the biggest reason why I just got in now, it's not so much. What I saw was the breakout in the direction it's not supposed to go. Rising wedge, when they break out on the upside, a lot of times they can lead to a nice short squeeze, a parabolic move. There might be a chance it goes up just a little bit, comes back into here, and then crashes on me. But a lot of times, it's a retest and then more upside. So that's the play I'm doing here. It is a buy high, sell higher, but we did go over some levels there. So it's a risky degen play, but that's the reason why, because we didn't do what we were supposed to do here. It was supposed to be a bearish pattern. It's not. And we got targets up there. So that's my rationalization, my mindset for why you just saw me what looks to be a FOMO trade. And technically, yeah, I'll call it for what it is, but that's the reason behind it. It wasn't just, oh my God, numbers up, let's go. There was logic behind it. That was my argument. Now we just got to see if that argument's going to play out, because, well, breaking out, it's always fun to do. We just lost our whole chart right there. What happened? Another idea, we're on 36-minute time frame, so we're on a decent time frame right now. It's pointing at 660. Might be a hiccup area, so I'll keep my eye on that. Oh, 666. No, let's go with something different. Oh no, flip me over. How about 664? And you see that we're in a channel that is rising up, and we hit bottom, and we go to top, and come to bottom, did a double bottom. So I'm locking that idea for Bitcoin Cash. And on the daily, that's nice. How are you looking on the weekly? Starting to recover on the weekly yet? That's looking a little bit better. How about the monthly? How about the yearly? That was the one that was scary AF. Still down 58, 74, 56, 60. We're still down a lot. Nice to see some things move. Virtual is up to 70 cents today. I guess that's pretty good. It was down to 63, so it's gained a little bit. Uniswap's over $5 again. Avalanche is finally over $11 something again. Let's come over to and just kind of update this again and take a look. So Chili's was doing pretty kind of hot. The one that's down 30% was the one that everybody was chasing a few days ago. Beat is the one that was ranking up and ranking up and ranking up. Now it's took a 30% dump. That might be the 382 fib area. It might be flagging out. I don't know. Just going by what the percentages says, there might be something there to look at. Meme core is that 142. That's one that was chasing. So we had a rotation going on, and now we're looking at some of these other things. Syrup is still doing good. This was like 28 cents not long ago, and that's 31. It's slow. Is there a play over here? Well, oh, dang, Syrup. Yeah, you might have a bottom pattern here. A lot of people looked at it inverted head and shoulders. Let's zoom out a little bit. What we got going on here, Syrup? Let's, that wick's throwing me off. All right. This was November. We were up to 48 cents on Syrup. And now we just graduated out of the zone. This is what, the 4 hour? And we haven't reached our first target of 33, and one of our main targets will be about 37 right here. Hopefully 38, hopefully 40 cents, but she might have to work for that one. I see a little something here that looks a little interesting to me, and we draw trend lines here and kind of see that, possibilities of getting up here become a little bit more apparent. Zoom down to 15 minute. Do I have something here? She is a breakout. She should pull back. 29, 30 cents would be a better entry, but I wouldn't mind nibbling right now. Oh my God, you're going to FOMO in. Just, well, is it worth it to go up there? You're just now getting above here, and like we said, it could be up and then come all the way back down. Little wiggle room, so I would start out small. I see something in the 37. Yeah, you're wanting to go in. I am. Where is It wasn't you. It was over here. Aptos is up to 162. XPL is at 13 cents. Peppy finally above the 4 whatever. 5 zeros and 4 area, so it went. I saw it at 38. Never seen it that low before. Fartcorn's hanging at 26 cents. Jupiter's at 19. I don't see a reason for Jupiter. I like JLP though. Injective is still under $5, and Filecoin is at 129. Wow, Filecoin, you just killed it this year. Yay! So we're starting to see some enticement going on a Friday. It's crazy, and retail falls for it every damn time. I want to buy the pumps on a Friday because things are going up. And you saw me. I'm sitting there looking at Maple Finance saying, I want to go in. I didn't chase it. You know, that's the way we feel when we see these things. Like, I could keep going up for a while. It could go up a few more cents. I don't think it's worth me chasing it. But what are we going to do tomorrow and Saturday? And Sunday? And then Monday on Dub Day, when they always like to just throw us, you know, between Sunday and Monday, when they just like to make us think we made the worst decisions ever. Yeah, I'm not chasing this weekend. I don't think I want to chase. I want to. Don't get me wrong. She's at 32 cents now. You missed your mark. You could have had it. You could have had it. My syrup. That's a nice ribbon flip over here on the 36 minute. That is nice. If it comes back down to 29, there might be a play there, you know, but I would avoid trying to chase. Bad habits. And you might have to scold yourself and talk to yourself. Sure, maybe you could take some and I mean, I'm sure there's some scout plays to be had if you want to get out today and not try to hold it all weekend or something. Those plays would be all right. But I'm seeing that's nice though. I would just wait for retest, you know. Wait for things to come back down. It's hard to do. But that's usually when things will work out better for you, right? Postmark 90 says, "Lol, Zcash." Did we even look at Zcash? Zcashio. Look at you. I think this is part of our trade setup that we had shared over in the trading group, I believe. So dotted line and bottom line, trend lines. Finally, hell, got the bear trap. And then what happens after you get a bear trap? You get back into the pattern. You just short squeeze, get a nice stronger move up. Sometimes it takes you up to the top of the pattern, to higher highs. So we just left our target area at 436. Next area I'm really focusing on is 482, but there are some targets that we could probably put on the board now. So now we're approaching these two areas, and I would actually look for the 886. We got more harmonic patterns that terminate at the 886 than terminate at the 786. And so you wonder, why does it always squeeze past the 786? Some people don't even know to look for an 886. They're out here using fibs. They don't know. They haven't went down that rabbit hole yet. Just kind of simplify it over here. So 464 and 451 is... those are the areas that we're looking for where this one should get more of a hey man, we need to chill out. This is the target area, you know, lower highs right here. Higher highs, I'm looking for 516, 532. Those would be the fun targets. But we're likely to come up here, get rejected, pull back, and then if we're going to go up there, take it up that way. So looking nice now. Good ass coffee. We've been going for about an hour here. 10 people hanging out. Thank you for being here.
For those of you that have been hitting that lag on, I just want to say thank you very much.
Daytime Degens. Justin says today is triple witching. Oh, is that? That's right. Last week, last full week of the trading for the year, we could actually see weekend pump into the high 90s. That's what I'm hoping for. Honestly, today is the 19th, December 19th. Now, I was doing some GAN analysis that I've been talking about and following. I've not seen it take off. In fact, today, the 19th, was the time period where we're supposed to be looking for a flash pump. Like a flash top is what it comes out to. And that was for Bitcoin, right? And we're not there. So... But does that mean that we can't? We're at a bottom when we should be looking at a top, according to what I was looking at. We should be flash pumping. Should be around 90, or closer to 100,000 right now than not. Is where I was expecting to hopefully see us by that analysis. We didn't get that, but we did get a bounce here. So the GAN analysis. One of these days, I'm going to wrap my head around it. And for you guys that don't know, WD Gann, I mean, he was a trader from back in the day. I think he died in the 50s, but he died a multi-millionaire. But he was one of the few documented traders out here that had a system that could put time and price. He would square time and price. He was one of the few people that he was the one that plotted out the 1929 stock market crash 6 months ahead of time. He had the highs and lows. He nailed it. He found a system where he can predict time and price to the day and be very, very accurate. He took those secrets to the grave, and it's very different. I mean, you still got your traditional technical analysis stuff like that, but he incorporates some other stuff that's very different. And I've just been trying to wrap my head around it and see if we can kind of be more accurate in forecasting for time and price. I was trying to wrap my head around the squaring price and time thing and concepts on how to do it. And that's just what I do for fun because I'm a turkey nerd. And so what I found is that, well, the technique that I'm using now is not really playing out. So we got to tweak it. That's why you don't see me over here talking a lot about it. We'll mention it, but we're not saying, hey, this is what's going to happen. Yeah. Follow me, join my group. Yeah, we're not doing anything like that. We're trying to learn. In the process, high or low possible coming out of Bitcoin here as respects our trend lines. I likes it. 9 over the 21, so that's good. Need to come up to the 200, reclaim it, and start talking to these guys. 89.5 could be on the target. I see that. If we can get up there. I like 1 touch, 2 touch, get one more pump. I would like to see that happen. Let's come down and ask Elliot. What do you see, Elliot? What do you see on the smaller time frame? Or do you? Nothing so much there. Looking for any bigger moves. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Elliot. And this does look like an ABC correction. This looks like a 5 wave and then ABC correction. And what this translates to, in a nutshell, is that now this makes a bigger 1, 2, and then we can get the 3 wave, which is going to be the bigger one. Elliot's saying we've completed one little, I guess you call it, what do we call it, a cycle of waves. It's already done one thing, and it just makes this part of a much bigger cycle that can start taking us up here to these guys. So that's interesting, and that also goes with higher lows on a double bottom. So maybe we're getting set up for that relief rally we're hoping for. The year's not over. Maybe we can squeeze our way back up to 100,000 by the year end. I don't know. Got to fight through Christmas, and then that crazy week after Christmas when nobody's buying anything but taking everything back to Target for returns. It's a weird week for crypto. It's kind of like you're getting ready for New Year's Eve, and you think, yeah, we're going to pump into New Year's Eve. No, we're just like, what are people tax loss harvesting? What the hell's going on? Why are we dumping? Probably tax loss harvesting this last week of December. I'm just saying, keep that in mind. Don't expect it to be very bullish. Man, hopefully we will be, but typically that's what's going on in everybody's minds. Like, oh crap, I need to tax loss. I need to sell stuff that's down while it's down. Let's force it down more. Sell off all the crap stuff, and so we can get this tax write-off, even if they buy it right back 5 minutes later. I like this song.
Chasing dreams in vain.
Justin says, I gotta head out. I probably gotta head out too. I gotta start getting ready for some stuff here. Going out to dinner tonight. We're gonna need to break out and reclaim. I think it's gonna be an interesting weekend, but how much of it is real? Well, this is real. Being at a bottom here is real. Yeah, we are looking for a breakout. I would love to see us get back up to 100,000. Maybe we're starting to do it. Maybe we're not, but I wouldn't be chasing today. I wouldn't fall into the market makers' plans, and they like to do that. And I think you guys have been around here. You're smarter than that, but as you might have seen from some of the morning shows, there's lots of flags of the upsides, and calls for 94,000, which might play out eventually, but maybe not today though, right? But that's nice. We're seeing some good action here. Just don't know. I don't trust Friday and weekend price action. It's those Mondays and Tuesdays that really solidify what the hell's going on, right? And it was those Mondays and Tuesdays, or what was this, Thursday? It was the Thursday it was the Monday and Tuesday that gave us a bottom. It was the Thursday that retested it and scared the hell out of us and psyched us out going into Friday. They got a chance to make a higher high here this weekend, though. I wonder if they will. So it looks like they're going to try to they might be trying to pump us this weekend. You think they will? A little Christmas rally? Not really, but I mean, I don't trust them because they just want to go up so they can dump on us. But if you're playing it and you got your limit orders set and taking profits on the way up, interesting. All right, everybody, I'll be here back tonight. Thanks for hanging out. If you hadn't hit the like button, I'd appreciate it if you did. I'll be back about tonight at 10:30, and we'll take a look and see what's going on and how bullish we might be going into the weekend. Right now, I do have some longs, but I am looking for a possible short once we get up to these areas over here on Bitcoin. Because remember, when we started out, we were looking at the very small time frame, and not that it's the end all be all, but and here we are, we're retesting it right now. We made it all. Oh, we're at my take profit area technically. We're at the area of resistance. All these moving averages, they're flipping over. Do you see the band flipping over? We can still get some more traction over here, but so far everything's already bearishly crossed. So I am actually going to I'm up, what, 87 cents? I don't want to close it all, but I'm going to close half of this position here and raise my stop loss up for the Bitcoin play. I can do that over here, can't I? Yeah. So me stop. Oh my gosh, what time frame are we on? It's 15 minute. Let's go to 5 minute. Make it a little bit more noisy over here. So, was this my stop loss? Are you? Oh, crap. No, this is my stop loss way down here. So, stop loss, you can go all the way over here. I want to put it this support resistance flip. Well, right here where we wicked up and then we had a wick down and didn't quite touch. I'm putting it on top of that. So I got my stop loss and profit, and if I do lose, it comes down and gets rejected here. At least I'm stopped out in profit. If we keep going up, then I'll just let her ride. So we got that. Let's see. I'm going to add to this little short, not very much, but just a little bit. Since we're at a resistance area, it looks like a 0.5, and that's probably a good place to add to my little short position there. Just a small one, just building one to get some traction because, you know, those ribbons are flipping. I'm just saying, I'm looking for a lower high, possibly. But I'm wondering how high can we get? All right, I'm in a Solana long with no stop loss. That's kind of stupid, so. Oh, Solana, you're actually doing pretty good right now. You're at 126? Are you running? Oh, you're coming down at the moment. Let's get a stop losses. Make sure we end the show with our stop losses in place. Proper. You can only control what you're going to lose, right? So I got my stop loss right here, and hopefully we can gain traction and keep going up. If you get me, you got me. Nothing I can do. Looks like a fairly safe area right there. What about your target? We were looking for 130, but I was looking for 130 for my target. I thought I had that in there. And we got our Bitcoin short, which it's very small. We got everything is set except for the Bitcoin short. And I'm going to give it some wiggle room. I want to give it some wiggle room up here because since I'm building it, it gives me a lot more leeway. 89,400, I'm going to go with that. Oh, that's only 60 cents. Well, of course, I only got $1 in, so that's half of it. Okay, so I got my stop loss up here. If we come up there, we make a lower high. I want to be building in on the short and putting more heavier orders in over here toward the tops. Just because I'm not trusting this whole move, and I think we might have something going on. All right, thank you Hank, for hanging out, everybody. I'll be back again tonight, and hopefully you guys will be here with me. We'll have some fun looking at the charts and seeing what we can come up with, and see if we can get some trade setups to stock our trade setup area with. Oh man, did you? Oh, Brackish. Okay, this is ETH chart. Oh, did I do the Ethereum? Thank you, Brackish. I put up Ethereum. I put up the wrong chart. Ah, crap. Okay, I'll have to go back and see if I can fix that. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to the end screen. Got some a little bit of music over there, and we'll call it a day. Good luck trading. Jesus loves you.
My dream fly by, stupid moves stacking like a bad trip, spinning overdosed on all coins. Where do I begin? With the market laughing, feel the crash come down. Grease my bad habit, wear me like a crown. I overdosed on all kinds. Stupid highs, let the lessons grow. Yeah, all coin overdose. Pull my bag with memes. Thought I was clever, greed whispered sweet, but it lasted never. Bought the top like a fool in the haze. All gone overdose, lost in the maze. Stupid FOMO hits, chasing every gleam. Grease my drugs, shattering the dream from moonshot hopes to the floor's cold bite. Overdose on alcohol.